All right, welcome to my FX Buddies, the podcast. And I say podcast because there's also a video, there's also a blog, and then there's another podcast where they post a transcript. So in case, oh, I know, another reason that's a good thing is I wonder if they time tick it. Well, then you don't have to listen. You can just read the transcript. I didn't even think of that. Anyway, yeah, that is at rss.com. And then there it would be myfxbuddies. And then Spotify.com has there, my FX Buddies, that's where the video is. So if you want to see, like I'm going to say, look, see, right? And you can't if you're just listening. And then there's the blog, which is myfxbuddies.blogspot.com. And if you visit there, please do click on this Ride the Wave X39 and check it out and see if you are interested. All right, so it is Friday. Friday. Remember that song? Anyway, it's October 6th, 2023, and I didn't think I'd be back so soon, but I didn't realize Monday was a holiday. So, not that I would do anything. I don't celebrate the holiday that it is anyway. But anything could happen, right? I could magically be, maybe I could win the Powerball and I could go away somewhere. Anyway, for whatever reason, there was stuff that I wanted to bring to you. Okay, nothing that says we're going to the bank, but just good stuff. Okay, so I think I did everything. Wherever you're watching, if there's a connect or share, not share, subscribe. I mean, you could share. Whatever, join, whatever, right? Click that. So then when I do post, you'll get updated if all the trans technology works like it's supposed to. So I can't remember if yesterday or whenever the last day was, I did tell you about the video of the man screaming in the bank. And it went viral, even in Nigeria. Now Nigeria is the country, right? So somewhere in Nigeria, they were watching the video of the guy. So it just goes to show, and I do have my window open. It just goes to show the whole world is watching, waiting for Iraq to make this move, right? And they wrote an article. Oh, you know what? I think I still have the article up. Here it is. TVC News. Iraq to ban cash withdrawals. But this is the article, right? This is the article. But it's the same video, so I don't need to show you. Okay, go back over here. Okay, so we can close that now. How do I know this is Nigeria? I think it's at the bottom. Here, yeah. We bring you all the latest and breaking news happenings in Nigeria. So, yeah. Because I think these colors are red, white, and blue. So I thought this was an American site because I think it's red, white, and blue, right? Oh, well. Oops. Just closed it. Oh, that reminds me. Let me do the, sorry if you heard that. The fair use disclaimer. Anything that I use, talk about, discuss is for commentary, criticism, teaching, sharing, and it falls under the fair use disclaimer. All right, now we're done. Okay, so, the dollar ignites Baghdad. And isn't that funny? Because the guy was saying, I'll burn this bank down. He said, if I don't get my money tonight, someone may know what that's from. That's from a movie. But anyway, no, but he did. He said, I will go in the safe and I will burn this building down if I do not get my money. And just, he could get his money. They just wanted to give him the equivalent in dinar. But he didn't want dinar, he wanted dollars. And then I went on to say that's very confusing when technically they're not supposed to be using dollars, right? But there's still a mechanism to use the dollar, so whatever. But yeah, so the dollar ignites Baghdad. A citizen threatens to burn a bank and exchange companies close Al Rashid Street. So here they were. Now see, that looks like more than 80 people, right? Oh, well, some of these are soldiers or whatever they call them. They have, yeah, they have helmets and stuff. Well, the article said there was 80 people, but I think it was more. Probably a couple of hundred. So let's see. According to the circulating video, the citizen wanted to withdraw money from his balance, which he deposited in one of the banks and his account in US dollars. But the Jordan National Bank refused to hand over his money except in dinars and exclusively at the official rate. And here again, here's another article using the word official rate but not showing us a rate. So in this article, they talk about both the guy that was so upset and the Jordan Bank. So and there's no follow up as to whether he got his money or not. And I don't really need to focus. I just want to show you the articles are still coming out. Financial expert: the central bank is floundering with decisions and does not have real solutions to the dollar crisis. And so this is a financial affairs expert, and he's saying that. He's saying decisions are confusing, they don't have a solution, and that is what's forcing people to want the dollar, which is forcing the rate to rise, right? So that's what he's saying. And he's saying it's going to get to $1,700. Sorry, 1,700 dinars per dollar if you don't hurry up and make changes. And blames it on. So here in this article, he says that the banks that are using the system correctly, 80% of, oh no, yeah, 80% of the requests for dollars are rejected. There's other articles that say 50%. So it's still a high percentage, right? And they're supposedly using the system in the manner they're supposed to, but for whatever reason, we reject the request, right? Let's see. A call for an emergency plan. The dollar in Iraq is entering a dangerous turning point and an unprecedented American decision. I think this is, yeah. Iraq asked for $1 billion and we told them no. But then if you read down further, we gave them 500 million. So we gave them $500 million, which is proof of what the article before just said, right? That they make requests and a lot of them get rejected. But our reasoning is, well, that money's going to end up in Iran or Syria or Turkey, and we don't want that, but so see, of buyers of the dollar are smuggling it to Iran, Syria. Oh, here they're even saying Lebanon. So I didn't even know Lebanon was a problem, but there you go. All right, so that's that. Oh, and I did, that was the title. But if you read the whole title of this, it says, the dollar ignites Baghdad, a citizen threatens to burn a bank. But at the end I put, and a surprise. So I'm a little shocked by this if it's true, but guess what? I'm gonna save it till the very end. Yes, you have to listen to the entire podcast. Woo! Sorry about that. To hear what the surprise is. Okay. Here. Oh, this was good too. This was another thing that I wanted to share with you. So the UAE president is there. United Arab Emirates president was there. And, he's been there before because they're getting ready to start using their money in Iraq. So, but look at this. They're going to have I think it's the third Baghdad conference. It's the second or the third. for economic integration and regional stability scheduled to be held in Baghdad on November 30th, 2023. I hope we're not here, but if we are, we'll be here. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff up here. It looks like people's names and titles. And then also later you'll see the French president is gonna attend as well. So there was one more thing. Yeah, the French one has, I'm not sure if it's the second or third one, but whichever one it is, obviously they want to be able to move forward, right? They don't want to have to say, well, when we get our money, when we get to, change the value of our money, they want to move forward as a truly sovereign country with their own money, right? So here, oh yeah, so here's another. You can see, I don't make this red. They make their titles red for some reason. Well, sometimes they're yellow, but maybe it's the level of importance. Maybe this is how they indicate an urgent article. I'm not sure. A new jump for the Baghdad dollar. Um, I'm not sure what this Mansour is. Sells for 1590, so 1590 dinars per dollar, and everyone is waiting for Sunday morning. So again, there's another article talking about 1600. Okay, sorry, waiting for Sunday. Waiting for Sunday. All right, what is this? Economic parties within the central bank are complicit in the dollar issue. This is not the first time we've heard this. This is an economist saying, well, you haven't done anything about it. You know how to correct it. You could just stop the auctions. So you don't. So you must be colluding. Collusion within the central bank regarding the dollar file is on behalf of some political blocs and banks. So he's blaming, look, he's straight up blaming the prime minister. He's not even blaming the CBI governor. He's blaming the prime minister. So here next Wednesday, oil is supposed to flow from the Turkish oil pipe through Kurdistan. We'll see. They did. Oh, so here, if you listen to me, and I'm always saying how when it's official, they have the flags. They have the flags on the table, and they have the document that they sign is in some fancy uh, attaches, I think. Is that what those are? I don't know. If you've ever graduated from high school or college, you know how they put at least here in America, they put your diploma in it looks leather, but it's not, right? But it looks nice anyway. Yeah, it's like that. So whatever they did here, it was official because there's the little flags on the table and there's handing over their documents. So we'll see. We'll see if it does happen next Wednesday, then that means Turkey got whatever they wanted and maybe they'll stop bombing that area of Kurdistan. They just seem to randomly bomb every now and then. Here's another article. Source: there is a huge scarcity of dollars in government and private banks after an American decision. So, look right here. They're even saying, per the Wall Street Journal, right? Like, your paper said it. But they did, let's see. America rejects, here's another one. America rejects Iraq's request for $1 billion. But then if you read, it says they gave him $500,000, but it's a big difference between a billy and half a billy, right? Let's see. Okay, here. An upcoming visit by Macron. That's how you have to say his name. Macron to Baghdad. What are its goals? And they're going to talk about oil, security, and other stuff. But let's see. Here it says adoption of the Baghdad Conference Project. This is interesting. I mean, to me, a lot of these articles are interesting, so you should go and read them. They're in English. Um, the it's free to get on the blog. Did I give the? It's myfxbuddies.blogspot.com. I didn't say that, huh? And also, wherever the post is, if you read the inner little information part, there should be a link to the blog in there also. Okay, so they had the Baghdad 2 conference on December 20th, 2022. So see, that's why I say there's a 2% chance that they could revalue right around December 20th. I know it's close to Christmas. I know, and you don't think they'd do something that big around Christmas, but December 19th was when they devalued, and that was close to Christmas. So who's to say that they wouldn't raise the rate? And it also is about 2 weeks before the new year starts, and their fiscal year is January through December. I know a lot of people don't believe me, but it is. But anyway, so the one that's coming up will be the third one. The one that's coming up this year will be the third one. All right. So yeah, so there's the rest. That is kind of a long article, but it gives kind of the history. They have history. They have soldiers there. France has soldiers in the international coalition. So yeah, okay, let's see. Here's another one. Oh, well, now they're saying the framework and the government are studying changing the bank's leadership, which would be more than likely the Aaliyah Locke, right? The CBI governor. Okay, we're 17 minutes. Let's see. What's that? All right. Wait, you know what this says? No. Okay. Okay, so they interviewed the citizens, so the citizens know they can't go to the bank until Sunday, right? And they expressed fear of the state of paralysis hitting the markets. So they're in between dollar and dinar, and it's difficult to live that way, right? And so this was a guy that stands on the street and talks to the people. It wasn't the Mustafa guy that got to get a phone call from Sudani. It's the other guy who's not as popular. And then here, let's see. That's not important. But if you go there, you could read it if you want to. And Iraq loses half of its share of the US dollar and resorts to measures related to Iran and currency exchange. What about Mwazi? I don't know what that is. And even after reading this, I only read this once because I just kind of glanced through, and it's pretty much the same information. But see, that's the thing about these articles. It they'll have most of what all the other ones have, and then they'll have one paragraph that's different, right? And it'll have more information. Oh, you know what? Let's go. EMWA. Oh, the dog's barking. Mwazi. Oh, see, they don't even. It's only in the title. They don't even talk about it in the article. Okay, let's see. We're almost done. Stay tuned. Owners of exchange companies are demanding that the ban on selling currency auctions be lifted. So, the owners, dozens of owners of exchange companies protested. See, it says dozens. Dozens, would that be 80? But anyway, here we go. Accusations against the Ministry of Finance of obstructing the release of budget funds. See, because the budget was approved in June and the money still has not been released. Remember, we were like, oh, they're going to put the instructions in the Gazette. And they did. They put the budget instructions in the Gazette, and guess what? We're still here waiting. And so the politicians are using the system that's set up to ask the people who should know, which is the Ministry of Finance, Minister of Finance, she should know why hasn't the budget funds been allocated. So that's a good article. And I think, oh, okay. So now this is Saturday. This was Saturday evening. The people, oh wait, maybe this is Friday. In herbal, see this? I know there's 3 zeros, but if you take 2 zeros off, it's 1560, 1587.5. Maybe this was Friday evening. I'll say Friday evening. Yeah, 'cause today's Friday. Duh. Okay. Friday evening, they were already at. Now, this isn't a bank. This is an exchange. Oh, no, it is. In front of banking offices in Herbal. They wanted to exchange because, see, the rate's getting higher. The dinar rate's getting lower. The dollar rate's getting higher already. And then there's, you guys know me. I always like the pictures just to see how they dress. And again, the crowd is mostly men. And the cars, you can see the kind of cars they drive. So I don't think the bank opened and said, hey, come on in and get your dollars. So I don't know how that they got dispersed from there. Look at this. This is the big surprise. Do you know who that is? Does he look familiar? He is the previous finance minister. I think, is he the one that has 4 names and they all start with A? Alawi. I can't remember his name just that quick. But if I see it, I will know it. But they don't have it here. So this is just a rumor. But it does say a senior source, the former Minister of Finance, surrendered himself to the Integrity Court and was released on bail. Yikes. So he was the one that threw a fit. Now, see, they don't name him. So maybe it's not him. And I shouldn't be. It's not that I'm excited, but remember a few months ago, there was someone who said, you're going to see lots of arrests and really big whales. Whales of corruption are going to be arrested. And we were like, you didn't arrest anybody. Well, this right here, if this is him, if this is the one that got arrested, that is a big whale. Because he was the one, when Parliament asked him to come before them so they could question him, and he threw a fit. Do you know who I am? My family's been in politics, in government since blah, blah, blah. He had a fit. He showed up though. But, yeah, and so then he was, how they all do. I'm not guilty. I did no wrong, right? But here he is. So, yeah, they don't have his name here. But if this is true, then I'm satisfied with that person who was bragging about we're going to have some big names arrested. So we'll see maybe over the weekend or maybe next week it'll come out and confirm, because they do have other former ministers of finance. But yeah, I saw that and I couldn't believe it, and I was reading it and reading it. But like I said, they don't have his name here, but his picture is there. So the next time I do a post, I'll give you an update. And it would be wonderful if I could post this weekend saying the rate has changed. Oh, I wanted to show you. Here's an article. I don't know what this is. This was shared with me. I didn't find it. I don't even know what country it's in. But it's about the US dollar. Oh, I should put a link. I'll put a link in case someone wants to read it. But this chart here is, I think, 5 years, 3 years. Oh, no. This is the yearly chart. So this is year to date. Yeah, 2023, January, February, March. See how it dipped down right there? What happened there? Let's see. But anyway, So this is a site, and they used a trading view chart. And some of you know what that is, some of you don't. Some of you will go look it up. So this article is popping up all over the place, and people are watching and looking. All right, let's see. The Google has, but it should be closed. This, but sometimes it does update on the weekends. But oh, they were at 1304. And let's check the little chart. Closed at 1308, which it normally does. It normally settles in the evening and for the weekend around 1308. It's been going, it's been staying at 1279, 1276 during the day. So, yeah. All right. So thanks for listening. I hope this was helpful. Um, yeah, so all eyes on Sunday. And I do remember what I closed out with. Accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Pay all your bills and don't miss any meals. And I thank you for tuning in. I just hang on in there. We are close. We are closer than close. If you remember that song. And I'm gonna say enjoy the rest of your weekend because I doubt I'll post tomorrow. And if there is something Sunday, it will be late Sunday, more than likely. All right. So yeah, so enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your morning, noon, night, whatever time frame you're listening. And until next time.